Hello, everyone. This is William Armstrong here with a bit of a shorter video that's 3 minutes long. But this involves T-Mobile, the cell carrier. This covers specifically T-Mobile from TMR, known as the Mobile Report, or TMO Report, or TMO dot report, or the Mobile Report, rather. This involves T-Mobile. I'm not sure about AT&T and Verizon, but this involves T-Mobile themselves, and this has been published now. It's written by JMan100 on April 15, 2024, and it's 3 minutes long. It says here, T-Mobile employees across the country receive cash offers to legally swap SIMs. Uh-oh. We reported previously on the issue of SIM swapping, where a bad actor illegally and fraudulently obtains access to someone's phone line by swapping the SIM card on the line to one they possess. This allows the criminal to use the line to obtain two-factor authentication codes sent to the victim for the purposes of accessing online accounts. Often this results in the victim losing money either from their bank accounts or crypto wallets. This also allows the criminals to also gain access to social media accounts and other accounts too through SIM swap attacks that also involve collecting the two-factor authentication pins over text messaging. Note that eSIMs in most new Android phones that are like 2023 or 2024 new Android phones that have been released in the years 2023 and 2024 are going to have eSIM support. Some phones might for Android, but iOS phones have eSIM support, which is less vulnerable to SIM swap because eSIMs are embedded SIMs in the phone themselves instead of a physical SIM. It says here, suddenly, T-Mobile has had issues with data breaches in the past, including one back in September affecting employees of a third-party retailer named Connectivity Source. Now, a bad actor appears to be using employee data to contact them offering to pay for SIM swaps. Uh-oh. According to multiple posts on Reddit, as well as separate individuals sending us tips here at the Mobile Report, T-Mobile employees from all over the country are receiving texts offering them cash in exchange for swapping SIMs. The text offered employees $300 per SIM swap and then asked the worker to contact them on Telegram. The texts all come from a variety of different numbers across and multiple area codes, making it more difficult to block. The text also claims they acquired the employee's number from the T-Mo employee directory. If true, it could mean T-Mobile's employee directory with contact numbers has somehow been accessed. It's also possible the bad actor has live current access to this data, though we consider that less likely due to the fact that some impacted people are former employees who have not worked at the company in months. Where did this private information come from? Still, the biggest issue is how this person or multiple people obtained the employee phone numbers. We're not sure yet which employees are impacted, but based on comments online, it seems at least a few third-party employees are affected, and we've independently confirmed current and corporate employees have also received the message. Though we can't say for certain, this is likely means information is not the same data as what was leaked during the Connectivity Source breach. We can't, however, eliminate that possibility. As mentioned, there are reports that some of the contacted people are former employees and haven't been employed at T-Mobile for months, so the information being acted upon is likely a few months old at the very least. That being said, we're pretty confident in BSN corporate employees being included that this is a different source of data being used. We reached out to T-Mobile PR and received the following response. We did not have a systems breach. We continue to investigate these messages that are being sent to solicit illegal activity. We understand other wireless providers have reported similar messages, so this isn't just T-Mobile. Verizon and AT&T are having the same problem too. What it means for customers. This news isn't exactly comforting to customers either. The fact that criminals still see SIM swapping as a viable way to make lots of money means companies haven't done enough to help prevent them from happening. Plus, with so many employees being offered a way to make some quick cash, it's conceivable that a few of them might take up on the offer, which means customer accounts and money could be at risk. What you should do as a customer. Fortunately, though, as a customer, you have a way to protect yourself. If you're concerned about a possible SIM swap, you should take a few precautions. First and foremost, if you use any services online that have two-factor authentication, be sure it's not SMS-based. Use an app like Google Authenticator or Authy for this purpose instead. Sometimes services may have SMS as the only option for two-factor. If this service is a bank or a crypto wallet, uh-oh, consider switching because that isn't great. That being said, you should also enable SIM protection on your T-Mobile account. To do this, you can follow instructions in our guide here. Hopefully, this isn't a new breach from the carrier known for data breaches lately. The best case scenario is that the affected employee numbers are from the leak back in September, but this is just as possible. This is a new breach or method that affects many more. As always, we'll keep you updated if we learn more. This story is evolving, so if I see this article get updated again, I'll report back on it. But for T-Mobile and Metro by T-Mobile customers, there's an easy way to disable, or not disable, there's an easy way to turn on SIM swap protection. I should say enable, not disable. I got it mixed up. But T-Mobile now has a new SIM protection is now live, and here's how to turn it on. As many of you know, SIM swap fraud is a big issue across all carriers. T-Mobile in particular has had quite a number of cases in recent years. Although about a month ago, the carrier disabled self-service SIM changes to implement new security changes, and they're now ready for prime time. This article explains how to enable the SIM protection feature for your line. Self-serve SIM changes are still not quite ready, but the new SIM protection features are. Customers can now activate the new protections on both individual line basis and at the account level. Why is SIM protection necessary? Enabling the SIM block protection will prevent any SIM changes on the enabled line until the block is removed. This block can only be removed by sending a two-factor code to the legitimate customer, preventing an attacker from completing a SIM swap. Here's how to enable the SIM protection via both the T-Mobile app and the website. Customers can also visit a T-Mobile store or contact support and have a representative activate the protections for you. Enabling SIM protection via T-Mobile app. Open the account tab and tap Profile Settings. Step 2, tap Privacy Notifications. Tap 3, tap the new SIM protection option. Step 4, you'll see a list of all your lines. You can either turn on SIM protection on individual lines or use the top option to enable protection on every line at once. When finished, scroll down and click Save Changes. Stuff like that. Let me show you something. This is the Metro by T-Mobile app, but let me show you something else. Metro by T-Mobile has enabled the reset voicemail password, number transfer PIN, and account protection. They added those in after Metro by T-Mobile, which is owned by T-Mobile, was experiencing the same problem too, where other customers were having their phone numbers from other carriers being stolen and swapped over to Metro by T-Mobile without the legitimate customer doing anything. Hold on. This is a setting called port out protection. You're currently restricted from transferring any line in your account to another wireless carrier, so we cannot provide you a number transfer PIN. If you'd like to remove this restriction, click the remove restriction button below. There it is right there. Port out protection's turned on my mom's account on a family line, so we turned on that port out protection. Let me show you something else. Okay, here we go. This is another feature called SIM change protection. This restriction also helps protect lines on all your account from unauthorized SIM changes. So I've turned those settings on, such as port out protection and SIM change protection, that help prevent the account from account takeover, meaning criminals can't really steal any account that has SIM change protection and port out protection turned on. So if I were you, if I was T-Mobile customer, AT&T, Cricket, Verizon, any like that, I would suggest trying to turn on port out protection and SIM change protection to block SIM swaps, so it makes it harder for criminals to try to do this. So this is William Armstrong signing out. See you next time. Bye-bye.